Hi everyone, my name is Twinkle and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to show you the whole process and I'm going to demonstrate to you each and every step from scratch on how to achieve this look. This is the basic cabin crew makeup look which you're going to do before you're going for an interview, especially for Qatar Airways. This is the kind of look that the interviewers are looking at, especially when you're going to give a cabin crew interview. It is your open day, whether it's your assessment day or your final interview. So if you're interested in knowing how to do your makeup for Qatar Airways assessment day, video interview or personal final interview, then keep on watching. So if you're watching my video, I suppose, especially if you're a beginner, you would want to have the most affordable, minimum and the most easily available products. So I have tried my best to use all the products which are affordable and especially which are easy available and also of good quality. So without any delay, let's jump into the first and the foremost step of makeup, which is the skin prep. So the first step is going to be the skincare, and for that I'm going to be first moisturizing my skin so it's well hydrated before I put on a lot of makeup on my face. So the moisturizer that I'm using is by Biotique Morning Nectar. You can use any moisturizer that you have. I'm using this one because this is good for all skin types, and I suppose that you must have done your CTM by now, like your cleansing, toning and moisturizing has to be done before this. And I would also advise you to kind of do exfoliation so it gets rid of all the dead skin cells on your face and the makeup sits really nicely and looks really blended. It really helps. So please do go ahead and do your CTM and exfoliation before you start applying your moisturizer. If you see, I am literally massaging the product into my skin like this, so it's absorbed by the skin nicely. After you're done with your moisturizer, I'm gonna take a lip balm and use it on my lips. I do this step right away and not just before the lipstick, because by the time you put lipstick and your makeup and everything, your lips are very hydrated and pretty much ready for the application of lipsticks. So that they are not really flaky, or they look really hydrated and plump rather than looking flaky and dry and chapped. So the next step now is to put a primer. Well, the primer, this step is really important because now when you're going for your interview, you want the makeup to first glide and apply really well on your skin, and the second thing, you want that to stay a little bit longer. So I would highly advise you to use a primer before your skin. If possible, try and use a primer which is according to your skin type. Like if you have very sweaty skin, I would rather suggest you, because I have a sweaty skin, so I did icing on my face and then started to my makeup. So if you have very sweaty skin, you have oily skin, use a primer which is mattifying. I'm using the one by LA Girl. This one is going to blur your pores and make sure that if you have textured skin, it just fills in that area and the application of foundation becomes really easy and smooth. So wherever you have open pores, uneven skin, like textured skin, apply it there and just massage it basically. So yeah, if you saw, I warmed it up in between my fingers and then applied so that it melts into my skin due to the warmth that was created when I was massaging it. So by the time this all is getting settled in my skin, I will start with my brows, and for that I'm going to use this angular brush and a pomade. So the rule is to keep your brows as natural as you can. If you don't have a lot of gaps in your brows or they are really bushy, then you might just skip doing the brows altogether. You can just brush them nicely like this. Just brush them and leave it. And if you want, you can just use like a light brown or something which is similar to the hair color of your brows. You can just fill in with that. If you have a lot of space, then you definitely have to go and define it with a brow gel or a pomade like I'm gonna do. I don't really need it a lot, but I'm just gonna define them. So I'm gonna start like I made a line, outline first, and then I'm gonna start filling in, just so I know where to fill it, and then just comb it. Don't start from the center, because then it will look very prominent in the center, and we just want it very natural and very soft in the front. So we will just put straight strokes like this and do our brows until they're set. If you want to see a detailed tutorial on how to do your brows, I have done a video. I will put it somewhere here, so if you want, you can just go and check that out. Similarly, I will go ahead and do the second brow as well.
And that's it. Just comb it to make it like even.
So now if you see, they look pretty natural. They're not really dramatic. You don't have to do something really dramatic. Make sure that they look very, very natural. Next step now is to conceal and correct the problem areas of your skin, like dark circles and pigmentation or hyperpigmentation. Now if I see, I have a few areas like dark circles and a little bit, you know, around my mouth, but that's not something of a big concern. I can skip the correcting part. However, if you have hyperpigmentation, I have done a video where I've covered all the skin concerns like pigmentation, dark circles, spots and rosacea. If you want, you can check this video out. I will link it here. I have in detail explained how can you cover them, so go ahead and check that out if you have problems like pigmentation. I'm gonna skip correcting altogether. I'm just gonna use a concealer, and the concealer that I'm gonna use is Warm Beige by LA Girl. So I'm gonna just put it under my eyes. Now the idea behind concealer is to cover the darker areas of your skin, like the discoloration, and it is definitely a color darker than your skin tone. So your foundation or a lighter concealer is definitely not going to work on this. So you need a darker color than your foundation or your skin tone to cover this. So wherever I have this areas to conceal or this pigmentation, I will use a concealer. You see, I'm not using very thick layer, I'm using very thin layer. I'm just using the similar brush to go on, not really using a lot. Use wherever is required. We don't want to unnecessarily use it everywhere. So once this is done, you can either use a beauty blender or a brush, whatever you want to kind of blend this in. So I'm going to take a beauty blender and spray some Fix Plus or a setting spray if you have. Make sure if you use it, it is properly wet, like it's properly moist. It is dampened enough so that you don't have your product getting absorbed in this beauty blender unnecessarily. So you will lightly just dab this. Make sure that you're not dragging the product everywhere, you're not removing it, you're not moving it. You just have to dab it. Great. Now the foundation that I'm going to use is according to my skin type. Now I have very dry skin. If you have dry skin, you can use a hydrating foundation. I'm using the LA Girl foundation. It is very hydrating and illuminating. If you have oily skin, you can use a Fit Me Maybelline foundation or whatever foundation you have at your place. Just make sure that it suits your skin type. So I'm going to take the LA Girl and I'm going to take like 2 pumps on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna take a facial oil. I'm using the Herbis facial oil, like only 2 drops. You can use any facial oil if you want. It just kind of gives you a very illuminating and very dewy finish. If you don't like it, if you think that it's not okay for you, you can totally skip it. This is something that I use, so I'm gonna use like 2 drops. And I'm also gonna use this NYX Born to Glow Illuminator. You can skip it if you want, but I use it to, again, I like my makeup to be quite natural, dewy, and I also have a dry skin, so these all are the things that works for me. But I'm sure the oil can be used, a facial oil which is for oily skin can be used for all skin types as well, for the particular skin type, and you can use the illuminator as well. So I'm going to take all these things and mix it up like this, and then just start to dot it around all over my face. If you see, I just used 2 pumps and I've covered up all my face, and the rest I'm gonna use on my neck. I'm gonna use a buffer brush to buff this into my skin. You can either use a beauty blender or a brush, whatever you feel. Make sure that you don't miss your neck and your ears. So now you know the reason why I do my makeup first, because it is easy for me to blend it in my hairline, and then when I'm doing my hair I can easily clean my hair or comb it if there are any foundation on the hair. If I had done my hair before, it would have been comparatively difficult, or I had to be a little bit careful, but I just eliminated that whole idea of being very careful. So, but again, if you're comfortable doing your hair first, by all means go ahead and do that. You see how dewy and very light my skin is looking at this point. So now the next step is to use a light concealer. Now this one is to kind of brighten up your face. I'm using the one by Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm gonna mix some Porcelain by LA Girl in it. And I'm gonna use on my face wherever I want to highlight, which is going to be my under eye. Like this. My chin. A little bit on my nose. A bit on my forehead. And that's it. And I'm going to take a beauty blender, again spritz some Fix Plus and blend it. Make sure that you have a very soft hand. You're just dabbing it and not moving it away from the areas where you've not used it. You have to stick to the place where we use the highlighter, otherwise you will just move it everywhere and there's going to be no dimension to your face. Okay, so once you're done with this step, now for setting your makeup, it's entirely your wish if you want to use a compact or a loose powder. Because it is summers, I'm using a loose powder, and the one I'm using is by Makeup Revolution, the Luxury Banana Powder. Well, again, you have to use this according to your skin tone. If you are very light, use a white powder, like a white translucent powder. If you're medium to darker, deeper skin tone, use a yellow banana powder. I'm gonna mix 2 of them. Also, if you're an oily skin type, you can go ahead and do baking, which is like using excess of, like taking a lot of powder and putting under your eyes and the areas where you sweat. But me being a dry skin, I'm just gonna take a very little amount and just pat it on the areas that needs to be set. So this is something that you really need to take care of. I'm just patting it on around my chin, around my mouth, and then on your nose. little bit on your forehead. Now at this point of time, you will also put some of the powder on your lids to prepare them for an eyeshadow. So just before you go ahead with your loose powder, make sure that you have no creases on your eyes, because then it will just make it look very shabby once you put a powder product on a cream product. So set it up like this immediately, and the other eye as well. If you see, I'm using very less powder. Make sure that you're not overdoing it, otherwise your makeup will start cracking up and your skin will look very dry and very cakey. Now for your eyeshadow, we're going to use a matte single shade. Please avoid using any shimmers or glitters or any very dark colors, very vibrant or neon colors. Stick to neutral colors. Now the palette I have here is the Neutrals palette. This is by Makeup Revolution. This has got perfect neutral brown shades. You have a choice of 3 to 4 brown colors, few pinks and nudes. And this is really affordable, very easily available on Amazon. So the color that I'm going to use is I'm going to use a brown, this one. And I'm just going to apply it on all of my lid. Make sure when you put it, it is nicely and perfectly blended. There should be no harsh line.
And it is well blended.
And we're going to take the same color on the second eye. So you start from the center, so you have the maximum intensity in the center, and then you're going to go and cover your entire lid. Now if you're someone who's very new to makeup and has no clue on how to blend, I still have done another video. I have another video on how to blend eyeshadows. It is for beginners. I'm going to link it down here or in the description box. If you want, you can check it out as well. Might as well learn some makeup in this quarantine period. And that's all. I'm just using the brush without any color to soften it even further. Now, why am I softening this up and making it look very basic? Because you're going for a cabin crew interview, and especially for Katha Airways, they prefer something very simple. Now your skin should look clean, nice, very hydrated. So if you cover it with a lot of makeup and a lot of contouring, bronzers and these sort of things, you're not really, serving the purpose. That makeup is not for this situation, not for this time. You can show your makeup skills at some other or better place, but at this point of time we need something very basic and very minimal. Now the next step is to put an eyeliner. Well, I would have just skipped using an eyeliner. It is absolutely fine to not use an eyeliner. However, if you want to use an eyeliner, make sure that it is not extended and you use a very thin line. I'm going to demonstrate you if you put a liner, how would you do it. So use very thin line and very basic, like this, like it's not even visible. That's how it should be. At the max, this length and this much thick. You should not go more than that. Do not extend it. Cat eye extend it. Please do not extend it. Just keep it till the end of your eye. That's it. Another thing that I will advise you, if you are not so comfortable using an eyeliner, if you have no idea how to use it, do not experiment, just skip it. It's something which is not a compulsion, does not do any good or any bad to you, so you can entirely skip it. rather than having something very horrendous and hideous, just skip it. So now comes my favorite part, which is using a mascara, and I'm gonna be using this Wet n Wild mascara. You can use any black mascara that you have, and yeah, the liner that I was using was also from Maybelline, and you can use any black mascara. Stick to the black color only. So now I'm gonna start to apply mascara. Now when you're putting mascara, make sure that you start from the center and then you go in this zigzag motion towards the end. So you cover up the whole of your lashes. Now while applying mascara, make sure that you start from the center and then you go in a zigzag motion and go towards the end. Like this. Make sure that what you have to do is clean your wand first before going for another coat, so that you remove the excess mascara and you apply. The last thing that you want on your mascara, on your lashes, is to have a clumpy mascara. So please avoid that looks really shabby. Be minimal, don't go for so many coats, do something that you are comfortable with. This is a professional cabin crew interview makeup, so please keep your skills for some other occasion. Now the next step is to use a blusher. Now please stick to the matte shades itself and go something which suits your skin tone. Again, if you're someone who's a deeper skin tone, can go for a peach color. I'm also going for a peach at the moment because it kind of also complements the lipstick shade that I'm going to wear, which is the iconic red. So you can go ahead and use a peach or a pink. These are the two choices that you have. I'm using a little bit of peach and a pink. So smile and just blend it. Keep it simple, keep it natural, keep it very fresh and basic. This is very similar to the makeup that I did when I went for my Qatar Airways interview. I will, if I find, I will link a picture for you to see. Now the last thing that I'm going to use before using the lipstick and finish my makeup is a little bit of highlighter. Now I'm going to use very minimal amount of highlighter. Now this step, if gone wrong, can literally ruin everything. It can give you a very glamorous look. So just, use it with a very soft and a very light hand. You don't have to overdo it. You don't have to give a glamorous image. Just have to give a little glow. And how you're going to do it, just take very soft amount. I'm using the one by Makeup Revolution. This is a trio which has a contour, a blusher and a highlighter. This is comparatively very light, does not have a shine or it has a very light sheen. It's not stark at all. So what you can do is use a little bit on your chin and just a bit on your cheeks. A little bit on this one and just a tiny bit on the nose and here. That's it. You can't really even see it, that it has to be that light. Now, the last step is to use a lipstick. I'm going to use the iconic red. Now whatever shade of red you use, make sure that it is a deeper red and not towards the orange. I'm using the one by Kiko. I'm going to use a lip liner. This step is mandatory. Why? A lip liner will help your lipstick to stay inside. It will make sure that your lipstick does not bleed, and also it kind of gives a very nice definition to your lips. So do line your lips. and also I'm gonna fill it in. Once your lips are done, I'm using this a lipstick which is by Maybelline Hot Chili, and I'm gonna just lightly fill it in. Go over and put some liquid lipstick to seal it completely. So the next step and the last step is going to be using a setting spray or a Fix Plus. So I'm going to use the Infallible by L'Oreal. You can use any setting spray for that matter to just fix this in till your interview lasts. So make sure that you keep it away like 5 to 6 centimeters away from your face, and then just spritz it on your face all over. That's it. You can also use a mist or a Fix Plus, that's entirely up to you. It will also kind of mix in all the makeup and blend it and make it look even. So that's all for my today's video, guys. I hope you found this makeup tutorial really helpful and that you will use the tips and the tricks that I have told you and the whole process, the kind of products. I hope all of these things were useful. If you've missed out on any of the products, I'll put all these products in the description box below, and you can order all of these products from Amazon. They are very easily available. Please do not forget to like this video and share it with your friends or anyone who needs this kind of information. Also, my next video is going to be about the cabin crew bun, the perfect cabin crew hairstyle that you're going to do or you're going to make for your cabin crew interview or a video interview. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do it right away, and do not forget to press the bell notification icon so that you don't miss that video of mine. And I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye.